On the morning of October 22nd, 2025, Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga did what few Kenyan politicians dare to do. He resigned. The move came less than 24 hours after a video of him celebrating Raila Odinga's death, hypothetical or not, went viral and triggered a political storm across the country.
In noting the huge public interest that this issue has generated, I am taking responsibility of the real and perceived meaning of my remarks, and as a result, therefore, I have decided that with immediate effect, I am going to step down as the Vice Chair of the Council of Governors. And as I do that, I also pray that the soul of the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga continue resting in eternal peace. God bless Kenya.
One remark captured in the heat of political rhetoric may have ended a rising political career, but beneath the apology and resignation lies something bigger, a reflection of Mount Kenya's uneasy place in Kenya's post-Raila political reality.
We know that there is politicians like Kahiga, who in the life of Raila Odinga have used him as a bogeyman to scale their own political heights there. But it is shocking that they continue to make Raila a bogeyman in his death. And what I know is that Kahiga does not speak for himself. Kahiga is the spokesperson of Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua mocked Raila's illness and asked whether he was a virus and whether Kalonzo was a bacteria.
The spark was a short clip, just 27 seconds long, but powerful enough to ignite the nation. In it, Kahiga is heard declaring that Raila Odinga's death will be a blessing to Mount Kenya, saying it will end the suffering the region has endured under what he called a broad-based government. Within hours, the clip spread like wildfires across X, TikTok, and WhatsApp groups, drawing condemnation not just from Raila's loyalists, but also from his own allies in government. ODM called the statement reckless, insightful, and dangerous. UDA leaders, including those closest to President Ruto, distanced themselves almost immediately. Nyeri Governor Guru released a statement stressing that Kahiga's words do not represent the COG's values or leadership ethos.
Any person who associates with Gachagua, Kahiga, they cannot be our friends, whether they are in our party or outside our party. Kahiga has drawn the line. To mock. He has crossed the Rubicon. We have crossed that line now. To mock Raila Odinga in his death, to mock him in his life, we could respond. But to mock him in his death, any person who associates with Gachagua, with Kahiga, with that lot, can never, ever be our friend. Because the principle is, the enemy, the friend of your enemy is your enemy. This morning at 9 o'clock, we have a meeting of the Council of Governors. And I, as the chairperson of the party, will be moving a motion to remove Kahiga as the vice chairman of the Council of Governors.
Even more telling was the silence from senior UDA figures, a silence that spoke volumes about the growing discomfort within the Kenya Kwanza coalition. By dawn, the next day, Kahiga had issued a press statement dripping with remorse. He wrote, quote, "I deeply regret my choice of words. They do not reflect my beliefs or the values I stand for as a leader. I tender my resignation to allow the reflection and healing." The apology mentioned Raila's family, the Luo community, and the Kenyan nation, a wide net that seemed to acknowledge just how far the damage had spread.
Kenyans, I want to take this moment to address issues that have emanated from a vernacular clip that is circulating in social media. From the very onset, I want to sincerely apologize to our mourning nation, to the family of the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, Mama Aida, her children Rosemary Jr. and Winnie, Honorable Senator Oburu Odinga and Honorable MP Ruth Odinga, and other siblings and their larger extended family, the ODM fraternity, and the Luo nation and Kenyans at large. And to my colleague leaders from all sides of the political divide for any harm that it has elicited.
But was this genuine contrition or simply political survival? That is where things get interesting. Mutahi Kahiga is not a fringe governor. As the vice chair of the Council of Governors, he sat at the core of devolution politics, a bridge between the national executive and county leadership. His resignation was not just a symbolic move. It created a power vacuum and exposed the fragile balance of Mount Kenya's political alliances. Remember, Kahiga has often been aligned with President William Ruto's wing of government, but at the same time, he has occasionally clashed with figures like former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. So, when he stumbled, few rushed to save him. The scandal lands in a region already politically restless. The Mount Kenya bloc is split between loyalty to Ruto's presidency and an emerging sense of marginalization. Many local leaders feel their voices are being sidelined, and Kahiga's emotional, though deeply misguided statement may have been a raw reflection of that frustration.
Let me also make it clear that the remarks I made are my personal views and therefore should in no way be associated with the community's position or any political affiliation, nor the Council of Governors.
But in Kenyan politics, frustration does not excuse failure, and in an age of viral outrage, one bad sentence can erase years of political capital. On X, Kenyans did not hold back. Some wrote, quote, "Good riddance, leadership has consequences." Others asked, will the outrage be this loud if he was not from Mount Kenya? Prominent journalists called it a moment of reckoning for Kenyan leaders, a reminder that hate speech and political carelessness are no longer tolerated by a vigilant public. With Kahiga out, the COG will now move swiftly to fill the vice chair slot, but the bigger issue is credibility. Can the council maintain moral authority while some of its members play ethnic politics? While Guru's leadership will face renewed scrutiny, especially from those who believe the COG must be a unifying body, not an extension of political camps. Kahiga's resignation is more than just personal fall. It is cautionary tale about Kenya's political climate, where words can heal or destroy, and where the line between regional pride and national unity is dangerously thin. His quick exit may cool the outrage for now, but it leaves behind a louder question. If one careless statement can shake the nation, what does this say about the emotional fault lines in our politics and the leaders who walk them daily? Kahiga is gone from the COG, but the debate he has sparked is far from over. In the end, his resignation might not be the conclusion, but the beginning of much needed conversation about responsibility, restraint, and respect in Kenyan politics. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Reader.